Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. What is our cool subject for today? Our cool subject for today is how to pass the 440 test and what's on it. Okay, I said, hey, how are you doing today? Today we're going to take a look at a course that I'm taking, a continuing education course for me, because I took this course about 10 years ago, but in reality I'm having to take it all over again because I'm helping in an office and I'm helping people get insurance, and I need to be able to have the basics, which is the fundamentals. I've already got a 214 insurance license where I can go out and sell insurance and annuities and so forth. But see, I'm getting ready to start as a real nice opportunity. I'm getting ready to work for a company, and it's called Farmers. But the gentleman that I'm going to be working with is George Ross Boyd Jr. Okay, right here in Ponte Vedra, Sawgrass. And hey, to be able to get on the phones without having a 220 is a license that you definitely want to consider if you're going to sell homes, or should I say, if you're going to be selling home insurance, if you're going to be selling auto insurance and business insurance, and a whole lot more. And we'll go over a little bit of details about what's all about. But the key to success is to get an opportunity to work with a great company and also be able to work with some great people. And again, like I said, I work with George Ross Boyd Jr. He's an agency owner at Boyd Insurance Agency at 822 A1A North. That's office number 304 on the third floor at Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, 32082. And the office number is 904-686-7612. And you're probably saying, why are you giving us this information? Because this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be working, hopefully, in your own office. I got one of those. Okay, I'm real lucky. And because I've got a substantial amount of background, talking to people has been a part of my life, and I'm a sales guy. I am your sales guy. And today we're going to talk about how to pass, the 440 test. And, one of the things you got to remember, guys, it's not a state test. Now, when you get like a 214 or a 215 or a 220, you actually got to go sit down in a location. They're going to give you the headsets and all the stuff that you need. But today we're just going to talk about the fundamentals about this course. Now, it says it's like about a 21 hour course. That's if you read real quick, but I don't. I'm one of these kind of people that kind of want to know about what the subject is, so that way when I have a conversation with customers, I don't look dumbfounded because I just don't even know what the words are. So what I've done is I got an opportunity here, if you'll notice, to be able to work and take a course with Central Insurance School. This course is called the Professional Customer Service Representative Designation. And the key to success in this regard is they do have quite a few other courses that you can take in the insurance industry to get what you want. And this website is it says centrallineinsuranceSchool.com. And I'm just giving them a little thumbs up because I like their format on this particular one. If you'll notice here on the left-hand side, you've got your different chapters and so forth. And I like my writing to be kind of large. Now, this could all generally fit on one page, but I'm a little bit older, so I like to be able to see what I'm writing. But I'm also getting an opportunity to work and learn this material. Like I said, there's quite a bit of stuff because I've been selling life insurance for quite a few years now, but I don't know a lot of the fundamentals about property, automobile coverages. And so what this course is about, it's going to teach you the basics. Like we're looking at property and liability. Each one of these little subsections they have on here, if you'll notice right here, they've got like 10 different little modules, but they've got 25 modules, but they also give you little modules within a module. So that way they can break it down for you. Like the first one on here is property and liability insurance. You got to know your definitions, and you got to know who's going to be able to get the insurance and who you're going to be talking to. The second chapter was about personal automobile coverages. How automobiles work as far as, when you get your you every 6 months or to a year, you're going to sign up and get you some insurance, right? And see, what's going to happen is you kind of want to know what's on their pages, so that way when you talk to a customer about why they should go ahead and get insurance, you're like, I already got a heads up. I already know what's on the pages, and I can give you an input. And see, our simple job is, like I said, we work under a broker. We work under somebody who's already got their license, their 220, and in this regard, by having that gives them the capability to hire people to come in who have a 440 license and give them the opportunity to sell multiple products until they get their licenses, but not necessarily sell it, but under the tutelage of the management to be able to offer that services, to share about it, to listen to the customers, to write up orders and so forth. So the 440 license is a wonderful opportunity. You've got some things that you're going to be learning about personal auto stuff. You're going to be learning about dwellings, the difference between a house and a dwelling. What is that? I thought they were the same thing, but they're not. See, you have people who live in mobile homes and stuff like that. They don't have a flat foundation, and in this regard, there's differences. So you have to learn the differences. If you're also learning like home ownership, wind mitigation. Okay, I live here in Florida. Hurricane weather, sometimes it happens in the state of Florida. So by having somebody come in and give you some knowledge about the different things that can happen, they can offer you insurance for hailstorms, for thunderstorms, for lightning, for fire, for hurricanes, floods, and there's so many things that they go over and they help you so that way you have a well-rounded knowledge of what's going on. Also, you've got the different ones who run the flood department. You've also, for flooding and such of this, like Citizens, which is a huge person they're part of the government that helps people like me and you if we have flooding insurance. And some people, they have to go to an outside source because some insurance companies won't cover them. They also talk about umbrella insurance. If you have a lot of assets and if you got money, sometimes people want some of that. So they teach you about umbrella policy so that way you can offer it as something extra to add on to your customers' information. Now, they really do push the ethics. They want to make sure that you're above board and always be honest. There's no reason for you as a salesperson to not be honest. Now, one of the things I've learned is customers, they like features, they like benefits, and sometimes you need to offer them 2 or 3 products so they can make an informed buying decision. It sucks when you only have one decision to make. Is that it? And then they're like, well, maybe there's something else better out there. And we've done our research. We're going over here. The company I'm working with, it's wonderful, Bump to the Bump Pump. And in this regard, this particular company, they want you to get the most insurance that you can afford, but they also want to make sure that you're covered completely. Here's the thing I'm learning, that a lot of people, because of the pandemic and all this kind of stuff like that, they purchase homes and stuff. They moved to Florida, South Florida, or all over the South, and in this regard, and it ran up the rates of the prices of everything. The houses went way up, and that's good for business. But the problem is the people who were having the homes when they were buying these homes, they were getting their insurance, and hopefully they got enough adequate coverage. But see, people who've had the same insurance company for year after year after year, they're a good market to go talk to, because a lot of these people, they may have a policy on their home that says, hey, we can fix your house up to $250,000. But what if your property's $350,000 or $400,000 or $500,000 home now, because everything's gone up? So my simple job is to go ahead and learn all this information. Like I said, you're going to be learning stuff about your state. You're going to be learning about commercial stuff, about businesses and buildings, and helping people get stuff like that for their businesses. It's just amazing some of the courses that I'm taking right now. And right now, employee honesty, and there's different things that you can offer businesses once you have a 440. Now your company's going to have a niche market they're wanting to talk to. They've got people they want to help get set up on auto policies, and you definitely want to know the basics and the fundamentals. PIP, what is that? You might want to know what liability is. What is that? You want to know the differences, what can happen and why people should have as much possible insurance as they possibly can. And how to read charts and how to understand is what you will learn from this particular program. Like I said, I've been working on it for a couple of days now. I'm right now on my 20th chapter. We're learning about commercial and properties and how to deal with that. We're also learning about condos and what needs to be transpired if you want to get insurance on a condo. If you have an apartment, if you're renting an apartment, you definitely want to have some type of insurance to cover your assets and things of that nature. I'm also learning about farm insurance. I'm learning about commercial. We're learning about general things that are available, learning about some money, allocations, securities, how you can secure people's money, their businesses from things like theft in this regard. We also talk about burglary and safety. We're talking about money laundering. We also talk about different things with bonds and how they work. We're looking at inland marine stuff, and you may think, oh, boats. No, it's not necessarily that. There's other things, and they have these things that are like aviation, boilers, machinery insurance. You get a glossary, and at the end of that glossary, it gives you a lot of the definitions to a lot of the words. And one of the things I like about that is that I can go and I don't know what that means. Okay, you ever been one of those kind of people who got a new subject, who's always willing to learn but don't know everything? I'm that guy. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. Today we're just having a simple conversation. We're just talking about the 440 test, what I'm dealing with. Like I said, I took this years ago. I went to a college and did it in 2 weekends and knocked it out. This time I'm sitting here, and then sometimes this particular it's got priority, so you can't copy or anything because it's got copying laws and stuff. But there are some programs that you can take that are the 440 that if you go under Microsoft Office, it can actually read the whole thing to you. Now there's a lot of different courses that are out there, but this is the one that I'm working with. My boss is taking care of it for me. He's paying for it, and it gives me the opportunity to learn as much as I can, so that way when I start picking up the phone, I don't feel so like, oh crap, I don't know anything. It's like any job. You got to go through the flow. You get your education. And after this one, I'm going to be working towards getting my 220 license. That way I have, the broker's license. I can get out there and do a lot more. But if you're a person who's just getting into the business of insurance, you don't know if you know anything or if you like it or not, the 440 course, again, you have to take at least and make a 70 on that course to pass it. They'll give you 2 or 3 chances, to be able to pass it, but you definitely want to take notes. I got literally notes after notes after notes because sometimes you forget. And they have little tests, little small quiz tests that you can actually write the answers down to, and they're generally put on the main test, but they got a whole bunch of them. So don't think that you can just breeze through it and not study. It's really important that you take the time because you want to know basics and the fundamentals when it comes to talking to people about their most important things, their cars, their insurance, as far as their homes are concerned. And so if something happens, they want to know that, hey man, I'm in good hands. And one of the things that like I said, my name is Gary Lee Stanley. I sell real estate too, and I'm real lucky because I get a chance to talk to a lot of different people about different subjects. But like I said, I've been selling insurance for a while, and then I had a friend of mine. He said, Gary, would you like to maybe check out this business? I'm like, yeah, man. So what do I got to do? He said, well, you got to get that little 440, and I've been putting it off for a while because I knew I should have had it a long time ago. But I didn't use it 10 years, 12 years ago, and now I'm doing it again. So all I have to do is once I'm done is just do the continuing education and step up into my new one. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. Today we're just having a simple conversation about how to pass the 440 exam and what's on it, and I'll go over it with you one more time. What's on it generally with it. Now this is their process, so we'll just jump around. They got property, they got automobile, they got liability, they got concepts and ideas and information. They've got definitions on all of this stuff, and they're going to talk about the different types of policies. They're going to talk about what type of insurance the customer may want, and there's a lot of people out there who ain't got no insurance. So our simple job is to turn those people who are driving illegally or people who ain't got no insurance into good customers. And by doing that, you just treat them with the respect that they deserve and treat them with kindness. And also, you've got homeowners information, you got dwelling property, you've got land information, you got flood coverage, you got property, you got inland marine, boats, you got cars, you got motorcycle stuff here. You've got information about statuses and rules and regulations and things that you need to know about. You need to know about computer information, where you can get the information, commercial properties and concepts, commercial packaging and policies, general liability, general information about your job, okay? And you also got all kinds of stuff in here about commercial auto, garages, and things you hadn't even thought of. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley, and today we just had a really good conversation about what's important, how to pass the 440 test, and a reliable source. Like I said, the company here is Central Lines Insurance School.com. Just give them a little thumbs up and sharing their information, because they are a reputable company who can help you get that license. 25 chapters in this. You have subsections all the way through. You've got many little tests, and so make sure that you take a lot of notes. And here's my little notes here. I don't know if you can see them or not, but I take quite a bit of notes. And the reason why is because I can't remember everything. Okay, and I want to pass this test so I can get on to the next test, and then that way I can enjoy my life. I'm getting ready to go out there and sell something, but first I got to study. Okay, hope you have a wonderful day, and remember our topic for today. What was our topic for today? It is how to pass the 440 test and what's on it. Now you know. Hope you enjoyed your video. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. And by the way, guys, I'm a real salesman, so I know exactly what you go through. I know the feelings that you're going through, and I'm sharing a wealth of information that can bless you, so that way you can bless other people. So go out there and sell something, but if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. And today we just had a wonderful little presentation about what's on the 440 test, how to pass it, and I hope you do. Let me know how everything goes. Give me a thumbs up. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, it's just a test, man, and you got it. All right. 440.